The amano shrimp are really helpful, and I love those shrimp a lot. That's a lie. This thing is probably really dirty. Just take a look at this. I just pulled this out of the tank and this whole layer came out. Alright guys, so there it is, packed up really nice. Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're gonna be making this tank look a little bit better because right now it's not looking too good. It's alright, but we can make it look nicer. Same with this tank over here. Look how dark it is, and there's so much light up here, but it's being blocked by all those floating plants, which you can't really see right now, but we'll take a closer look at it. So let's get started with this tank first, and then we'll move on to that tank. So it does look good from a distance, but when you look close, you can see all this stuff growing on the glass. It looks like algae to me, so I'm gonna have to scrub it off. You can see on the side glass there's a whole bunch of algae growing, so I'm gonna scrub that off first and do a little water change. And I want to take the plants out from the back, those stem plants. I think it's time to give it a change. Alright, so I've used this thing right here to scrub the algae off of the glass. It's looking much better. I'll give you a closer look. The tank now is a little bit cloudy because of me like stirring it up a lot, and you can see it's pretty cloudy, but the glass is much cleaner. Take a look. If you're wondering what this thing is, I have no idea what it's called, but it's used to like wash dishes and stuff like that. My grandmother made this, and she's into origami and making stuff like this, but I don't know what it's called. If you know, comment down below. It's not a sponge, but like, I don't know, something. To siphon out water, I'm just using this tube right here. Whenever I do water changes, I just look for whatever I have at home. Today I've got this one. I've also got a mini siphon right here, but you see this is really mini, but I'm not gonna use this today. I'm gonna use something a little bit larger, so let's get started. Let's get this thing going. So we've drained, what, is this about 30%? Yeah, I'd say about 30% of the water. I've turned the pump off, as you probably saw just now. Maybe not, maybe it did. But yeah, look at that. Now, I could scrub the tank a little bit more. You can see some green spots, but I don't really mind those things. Look, you can see one of my dog's fur right there. Oh no, it's on the outside. There we go. Yep. So yeah, what are we gonna do next? Next, you see this moss over here. I've said this so many times, but I've got to put this on this rock. I could throw it away, put a new piece of moss there, but I think I'll try to reuse this because it's still alive. It's still doing really good. There's no algae on it. There's no like string algae or black beard algae or whatever in this tank. The amano shrimp take care of all of that. Look at this guy right here. The amano shrimp are really helpful, and I love those shrimp a lot. And I saw a bunch of them just now. There's a total of 4 of them in this tank. Here's one. Let's see how many we can find. So that's one. Sorry if it's not focusing. Here's 2. Oh, here's a 3rd one on this Anubias leaf right here. And there should be 1 more. So that's the other one. Is there another one? Maybe we can only see 3 today. But yeah, there's a lot of hiding spots in here, so the other guy's probably hiding somewhere. So let's continue. I'm gonna pull out the stem plants as well. That's Rotella rotundifolia, and it hasn't been doing too well, so we're gonna pull them out, replace them with this Anubias glabra minima. Alright, so we just pulled out a bunch of the stem plants, and you can see a lot of them are dark in color, and those ones are rotting. Like, you don't see any roots on them. You see some have roots, but they also haven't been growing too well. But like the dark ones, look at this. There's no root on this. Well, there's a little bit here, but look at the growth. There's barely any leaves on this, so not so sure why that happened. All the other plants seem to be doing well. Do you remember a few minutes ago I said that there's no algae in this tank? That's a lie. So I was taking a closer look and I saw a bunch of algae. It's very little. You see these spots of algae on the Anubias. That's probably like black beard algae. Trying to focus in. You see those? black beard algae and some green spot algae. I really don't mind it though. It kind of looks cool. Some people may not like the look of it, but I don't really mind. So I'm not so sure if we'll have enough time to work on this tank today. If I have time, then we'll work on it, but I probably might not have enough time, so we'll leave that for another video. But we're halfway done with this tank, so we'll finish up on this. But yeah, you can see the fish are all doing fine in this tank. There's a bunch of algae, so I'm gonna have to clean that up as well. The German blue rams are doing really well. Kind of hard to see because of all the algae. There's the other German blue ram in the back. Siamese algae eater there too. Kind of hard to focus, but yeah, let's continue with this tank right now. So the tank is being topped back up right now using my RODI right there. You can see it's really slow. But what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna clean this filter. This is a canister hang-on back filter, and it's been running on this tank for more than a year. Probably a year and 3 months, or a year and 2 months, something like that. I've cleaned this filter out just last month and it was pretty dirty, and this tank has been running longer than this tank, so it's probably gonna be really dirty, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna do it right now in this bucket. This is the water that we just took out from this tank, so all the beneficial bacteria will still be alive. First thing I need to do is disconnect this. It's already turned off, so I just need to pull it out just like that. There it is. Now we take that hang-on back filter off. I don't know what it's called, hang-on back or canister. It's a combination of both. So let me take this off. I'll put the Alright, so we've got the filter right here. You can see it's a really nice compact size canister. So here's the sponge. Just check out how dirty this thing is. Alright. It's not too bad. Let me put this down. Can you guys see that? It's kind of hard to see. First thing I need to do is open this thing up, which is pretty simple. Alright. Make sure you have a towel. I've got a towel right here, so that I don't get everything wet. Alright, we'll do this one by one. So here's the media and there's the sponge. Let's it's kind of annoying, this thing. Oh, there we go. Just have to there, disconnect. Let's get the media first. Oh, just dropped one. Where are you? Got it. There it is. Alright, so I think this is pretty clean by now. Now, the fun one, the sponge. This thing is probably really dirty. Alright, so look at the color of the water now. I'll just squeeze it a little. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is crazy. Alright, so I think that is good enough. We'll put that back. Oh wait, not yet. We've got to clean this out. You see all that nasty stuff there? We'll use this thing. Just give it a good wipe. Just like that. Just like how you clean your dishes. Alright, much better. Okay. See the difference? Give this a good scrub as well. Alright, the filter is back in place. We'll turn it on in a while once the water level is a bit higher. We've still got a little bit of work to do. You see this water here? Don't throw that away. Give that to your terrestrial plants. I'm gonna trim this moss right here. This is called anchor moss and it just grows like crazy. You can see it from the side. Look how much moss there is. It just grows all the way to the back and it's a really nice looking moss, except it grows so fast. And I've got trimmings of it from a few weeks ago. It says Java, but it's actually not. I just used the container to store the moss. And I'll leave this at 181 Aquarium. If any of you in Singapore wants this or the trimmings of this, just come by to 181 Aquarium and you can pick it up. Just take a look at this. I just pulled this out of the tank and this whole layer came out. Look, there's still a little bit in there. That's enough for me. Just that little bit, it'll grow again, so that's enough for me. Man, I don't know if I should give this away for free. I'll probably put a small price on this. But if any of you want it, it'll be at 181 Aquarium. Alright guys, so there it is, packed up really nice. I put some of the aquarium water in there so that it stays nice and moist. Now I'll just close this thing up. I'll see you there. I've attached the Anubias minima on a rock. It's kind of hard to see, but it's back there. And the other one as well in this corner. So I'm hoping it'll start to grow out a little bit. And I've also went and attached some of the moss onto this rock. You can see there's a bunch of white spots. That's just the aquarium glue. I use this thing right here. You can see it says aquascaping glue and it's completely fish tank safe. Now, let's get the filter turned on. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also hit the red subscribe button down below if you're new to this channel so that we can do that fish keeping thing together, and I will see you next time.